I'm Laura and I'm a former Endeavour Academy student.
I'm Lynn, I'm Laura's mum.
I left mainstream school in 2018 and I struggled to get back into it with help from various different services, and eventually I got referred here. Mainly the staff. I mean, I was terrified anyway because I was terrified of everything at that point, but the staff were just like 100% there all of the time. So even when I was terrified of, like, I kind of had a babysitter for the first few weeks and months to make us feel like confident and get acclimated to the school, and then eventually I didn't need the staff there anymore and I was able to branch out with friends. There was no pressure or ulterior motives. It wasn't, we need you to get the best grades possible so the school looks great. It was purely what I needed when I needed it, and whatever they could do to help, they did their best to get for me.
The difference from our start in Endeavour was massive. Like the 2 years, I mean the first year she still struggled through year 10 to come in for more than, I mean we were aiming for like between 1 and 3 hours a week at one point. It was just so hard for her to get in with people. People's a big problem. Coming to Endeavour, they totally supported her through like being out of the classroom and having the support of a key worker, letting her have the time if she was panicking. They understood her triggers, they understood her responses, so they could watch for those, because she doesn't verbalise when she's panicking, she internalises everything. So it was having the confidence from my point of view that the people that were working with her would watch for that, so that they could deal with it there and then. And just the whole process right through to the point where in year 11 where she decided she really wanted to do her GCSEs, and she had 6 months to do all of the work to do them basically. The support and the effort the teachers and the staff put in to get Laura what she wanted was just phenomenal.
Like my mum said, it was basically like 6 months before GCSEs where I only just really developed the confidence to think kind of beyond the next day, because everything was all over the place and it wasn't the way that I'd ever planned my life going. You know, everyone has the thing, if you go from primary school to secondary school to college, you've got like 5 years out of school and are struggling to get out of your bedroom some days. So it wasn't until 6 months before where I developed the confidence to go, actually this is what I want to do. And I want to try and do it rather than just admitting defeat. And it was 6 months of incredibly hard work, but it was worth it.
Home's very different though, because home's safe space, isn't it? Through the process of coming here and other help outside, we kind of got from the point where she really didn't want to leave her bedroom at all, to, you know, getting up and getting out and about a bit more. Coming into Endeavour was massive, just getting in the car to come somewhere, because of the effort it took to get up, get dressed, get ready. It wasn't easy. There were lots of times it wasn't easy, were there?
No.
But not a quitter, and she really wanted to do it, and she knew that when she came here that there were people who were going to help, so it made it easier for me at home to kind of know that she was going somewhere that kind of understood what she was going through, not just in the mainstream school, which was, they tried everything. I'm not going to fault the mainstream school, it was just too big for Laura. There were too many people, so this environment here was so much easier for her to walk through the doors. Not easy, but easier. And that helped at home. I mean, we still had because she's very academic and she wanted to do well, she still felt like, because we'd missed so much education on the run up to coming here, that like she was so far behind she would never catch up. So that last 6 months where she kind of went, but I want to do it, I really feel like I can do it, and Endeavour supporting her, even though there's some of the exams that Laura wanted to put in for, she was, you know, advised that maybe she should go for the lower levels, but she didn't want to, and they still supported her in allowing her to go for those higher levels, even though, you know, we didn't have a lot of time to prepare for them. So even that point there, giving her that time and that sort of like encouragement to say, well, okay, we would like you to do this, but okay, let's go with it. And she did. I can't think, I work in education, and I can't think of another place. If you've got a child who's struggling in mainstream, I can't think of anywhere else that you could come where your child can be encouraged to thrive without the pressure of X, Y, and Z, no matter what those exam sort of things are still there, but it's not focused on the exam results, it's focused on their well-being and helping them to kind of grow inside themselves and have that self-confidence in themselves that they can do things that they might have thought that they couldn't.
In my eyes, Endeavour was the first big step in the right direction to getting my life back on track, through academics, encouragement, confidence, just giving me the environment that I needed to get where I needed, whether that was emotionally or academically, and in the end I achieved both. I honestly don't want to imagine where I would be now if I didn't go to Endeavour, because I don't think it would look anything like it did today. And that's a scary thought, because I quite like where I am today. Endeavour has just been like a life-changing time for me, and like I said, the first step in the right direction. It was the first time through all those years where I felt I was actually making progress to the direction I wanted to go, and I can't think of any reason whether someone wants to achieve in academics or socially, emotionally, where they couldn't achieve that if they came here. I managed to achieve the most amazing grades at GCSE that I didn't think I was capable of, and realistically and logically, if you looked at my gaps in education and the time I had left to achieve where I wanted to go, it was unrealistic. Even I acknowledged that it was unrealistic, and yet somehow, due to Endeavour, I got what I needed and more, and that just gave me so much confidence. So I was able to get into college to do the A-levels that I really wanted to do. I'm still doing really well. I've got A-levels soon, and I'm feeling pretty good for them, and I've secured a place for medicine at Newcastle University. So if all goes well, I'm hoping to go there and become a doctor.